Hello everyone, welcome back to a new video. Today I want to pour in this awesome tray mold from MoldsandShapes, and it's a Trinket Tray Mold and it's the L size. It has, I think, 17.5 centimeters in width, and the length is round about 30 centimeter, I think. I need to read this up, but I think these are the dimensions. So I've mixed my resin. I'm using the Ultracast resin and I have my clear resin here. So to handle it a little bit better, I pour a little bit into a cup because I want to pour around the rim, just very gently, and then I can later on use this cup again, because then I also want to mix my colors, but I'll show you later. Or not to mix, but to make a dirty pour sort of things, but you will see. So I just make sure I pour around the rim. There's still a few bubbles, but I'm sure they're gonna come up to the surface so I can touch them off. So I try to do this rather equally at each side, and yeah, so I put this back into the cup, into my big cup, and then I have here my little cup. So this is now my clear done here. Just taking my little dotting tool, just make sure I get rid of some of the small bubbles which are trapped at the sides. So my resin is not yet everywhere, but it doesn't matter. It's not everywhere at the side, but I'm sure I can push it still while I'm working here with the dotting tool. I actually want to make a Webeffect, and I want to use a sort of dirty pour. So I mixed my white, and the white is a mixture of the white pigment drops from Etter Art and the interfering champagne. So yeah, it's looking quite dirty, but when you use a lot of colors and you work a lot with resin, it just happens. So here are my resin inks, and the first one, this octopus, is the shadow. It's a very dark violet or purple color. The second one is the petrol. And the last one, and I have no idea if this is gonna match, is the cinnamon. It's a brown tone, brown orange tone. So all the resin inks are from Octopus. So I still have a little bit of clear in here. I didn't empty it completely, so what I still have left in here, I just pour around the edges, and then I can use the cup again. And I think it doesn't matter if there's still a little bit of clear resin in my cup. So I stirred these very well. For the cinnamon, and you see it's a little bit more of half such a little cup. For the cinnamon, I used 8 drops. Same for the petrol, so I have almost similar amount of resin in the cups. And for the shadow, I only used, I think, 7 drops, 7 or 6 drops. So now I'm just layering my colors. I have no idea how these colors are behaving. I start with the shadow. I then take the cinnamon, then the petrol. You know, sometimes I just decide very short term what colors I will be using. I'm never really thinking about it. It's only a few times when I'm really planning, okay, I'm going for this color scheme. Oh, there's something in my mold. I need to take this away in a second. This is when you are pouring too fast. And I'm always the one who says, you know, people, take your time. But it's dripping a little bit, but I make sure I will clean this up before I pour. Just take my glove and hopefully it will be fine. I also see that there's still some hair in there, so when you have a cat, it's always like this. So I also make sure I take this off, and these little drops, this doesn't matter. So, and this is now practically my dirty pour, or my layering color, I don't know how you call it. And I'm just putting them around the edge. And I hope for my Webeffect, I'm gonna get some nice color blendings. But we will see, because I was quite brave with the colors themselves. So, these are my colors. And now I'm taking a little bit of my white. And I already pour around the edges. And then I'm soon taking my clear resin and I will push out my colors. So I just go another row, so there's already enough white, and then I try to push out my colors as good as I can. And of course there's colored resin here at the bottom, because there was a lot of colored resin, but I still hope for a very nice effect on the other side. So this is my clear resin in my mold. Just take out some bubbles which are trapped on the bottom of the mold, and then I just pour some more of the white, and I really hope I get a nice effect. And I also pour a little bit towards the center so the colors can catch up, and then we just wait and see what will happen. So I guess my mold is pretty full, and I think my table is not 100% level because I have more resin here. So I'm just putting a little popsicle stick under here, so for a while, and then I think I can still go with a little bit of the white, and that's what I'm doing. So and now I can put you on a time lapse and you can see how the resin is gonna work. But before, I just give it a quick torch on the surface. And I really hope that I have some nice shadings. But look here, the brown, there the teal, a little bit of the shadow color. and I need to see what I put into the center. I'm not sure if I use gold. Let me just have a look what I have. So I have a mixture here with the stones and with a little bit of glitter, and it's a teal, bluish teal color. So I will be putting this here. Just very gently. Try not to overdo it too much. I'm not the best in doing these centers, I need to admit, but I never want them to be too dominate, but then I put too much in there. But yeah, that's how it is. And now I just spread it a little bit and hope that there's a nice effect for the center. So I really love these Trinket Tray molds, and I think they are perfect for the Webeffect or for the crackle effect. So just make sure I put this right in here. When you work your stones into your resin piece, just make sure you are very gentle so you are not scratching your mold. So I think there it could have a little bit more, and I should have just the stones somewhere. Do I? But here I also have a little bit purple in there, so I can also use this maybe. It's just a little bit of purple, not much. So yeah, it's good when you do different mixes with the stones, so you have everything to hand. Anyway. So I think this is all right. It should not be too much. I hope I have it really in the level, in the center as well. And you can really already see the resin is working. There's already quite a nice shading. But here this is concerning me a little bit. I hope this will push out again, so that I have a nice surface, but we will wait and see. Anyway, I put you on a time lapse. Hey guys, so you see it's closing up. I'm not sure how long or how much longer it's still working, but from this side it looks very interesting with all the color shades. I'm just, well, I just don't know what's gonna happen on the other side, because some of the resin, of the colored resin, were trapped on the bottom. So yeah, we just wait and see, and fingers crossed that it's still turning out very pretty and with some nice color shades. So the next day, 24 hours later, I can demold, and I forgot to talk when I demolded, so I need to do a voiceover now. I'm very sorry. It's new that I just sometimes start, talking directly to the people, to you in my video, so that I only need in one language to do the voiceover. But anyway, look at this. I'm very happy with the Webeffect, and I was very afraid that the colored resin, which was trapped on the bottom, would take over, but it doesn't really, because it's very transparent, and I think the color shading is very beautiful. You see it here in the end result, this my end result video. They're really beautiful effects. And yeah, with this, I love and leave you. I thank you for watching and take care, guys. Bye bye.